Alright. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode 479. Yes, 21 more episodes left to go until I reach episode 500. So, with this particular one, we are discussing episodes 26 and 28 of Boonboomger. And this one seems like it's a lot of, story for this one. It feels as though at this point we're going to finally unveil Gemba's backstory. So, in 26, well, Cannonball has been defeated. So, let's basically, after we're starting the third arc of the series, I guess they figured though, we're probably halfway through, let's have this be a clip show. Yes, a clip show of all the Rangers. And of course they mention, oh yeah, Gemba basically is unknown. Aside from the fact he's basically the supplier and he's bun orange, nothing is known about this guy. But there's two brand new characters who make their debut in this very episode. That being, well, Sheba's boss. His name is Electro Tokiari. Yes, and he's played by the actor Kitsuke Harby. Which, yeah, that's the only thing that he's involved with. So, basically he is, well, he's Shinobu's he's basically Shinobu's boss. That's basically his job. He's basically debriefing the whole thing related to the Boonboomger since the beginning of the series. Yeah. It is quite interesting the fact that basically we focus on this, and after defeating the monster of the episode, which the monster of this one, well, it's basically where, they're looking for the trio. Oh, and they pretty much bring back the toilet monster from episode, I kid you not, episode 6 of the series. The 6th ever monster is revived he's basically the first ever monster, well actually he's the second monster to be revived in the show. The reason? They miss Mad Rex. So, he's limited. All he can do is basically this plunger gimmick. Which brings with this little bone, and not much this one. And have to defeat him, because he's pretty much a pointless monster. The ending is much more interesting than that. The ending has debut of the next captain from the Space Mafia. This being Disrace. That is his name. And as soon as Gemma sees him, he takes his axe out and immediately starts attacking him. And everyone's like, what's going on here? Why is he attacking him for completely blue? What did he do? Yeah, and then he gets so angry. Of course, it starts at the very next episode, where it reveals that Gemba is in fact an alien, which is felt to be a Brankin. Which, that is interesting, which makes him which makes him one of only two Brankins, to appear in the entire show. You're like, really? Yeah, they also have him appear in the special. Though he had nothing to do with the villains of the show. Adro? Yeah, he's from the same planet. And I think I know. Okay, so there was a white hair one of these things showed in the flashback. I think that's him, and after he calms down and explains, oh yeah, I'm from the planet, and I'm also basically, his real name is, if I get my page work properly here, because they basically unveil his backstory in the very next episode. Let's see if I can get to here. Here we go. So, his real name is Gembard da Livery II. Yeah, it turns out his father was the Galactic Commerce King. And he's in prison on a fake charge. Because the villains of the show took over his home planet. Which was mentioned back in the special. Which basically was the kind of chronological step before we saw Bomb Violet in episode 16. So, after explaining himself, where he would basically so plans, there is basically they do show. They apparently do not show his home planet for some reason. The show, because basically we think, oh, to a flashback to his home planet. Nope. Well, they kind of do in the special, but we don't actually see his father at all. There's no image of him at all. Nope. So, and by the way, this race is the one who actually conquered the planet, and that's why he hates it for it. He's probably also the one, he could be the one that sent his father away on a fake prison charge. Well, they are the Mafia. They can do. They have a thing where they can do whatever the heck they want. So, everyone just, oh, maybe we should go free the planet. It's like, it's impossible. So he pretty much resigns from the team, but keeps his weapon and his morpher. Yes. And this race, what does he do? Well, there's basically a one-day delivery for him from frickin' space, and it's a carpet, which they use to get gasoline the damn thing, because at the end of episode 27, we have the return of Mad Rex's dog, which was last seen on Mad Rex on his side back in episode 9. And there's a reason why the dog is back. There's also hint like, oh, there's this woof. Everyone's hearing that. We don't know what it is. Like, it's obviously a dog. So, then after using the cart monster to gather the gasoline, the things are back normal, and then he uses the gas inside the carpet itself to revive Mad Rex as Mad Rex Fury. Which now his dog is no longer on his side, it's now part of his hand. Which, that's weird. Yes. Oh, and they do have another monster in the episode. You're like, okay, so... Oh, by the way, at the end of episode, I think it was like 26, 27, I think it was. Rita Neto is actually going to be a collaborator. He's working with the director of the space agency. You're like, really? Yeah. Oh, by the way, the monster this episode, it's a neon grammar. Yeah. I want blinding opponents. Basically, it's like, yeah, there's not much else here for this one. When it comes to this character here. Yeah. And of course, basically, Bun Red gets a chance to fight Mad Max Fury. Mad Rex Fury. I'm thinking that his name, Mad Rex Fury, is probably a nod to Mad Max. Yep. Yeah, Mad Max Fury Road. Yep. So apparently his weapon, Angry Death Rod, is basically the Japanese title for Mad Max Fury Road. I'm like, interesting. Yep. I mean, look at Fury. It's like the only difference between him and normal is that his dog is not on his hip, it's on his hand. And probably the reason why they brought this character back is because I'm sure the writers who probably created him probably like, we love this character. Can we please bring him back? Like, sure. But he's not around very long. Yeah, neither is this race. Yeah, he's around for a pretty good period of time before he leaves the series. In case you're curious, though, the whole third arc is basically his tenure on the show, which is interesting. Yeah. Oh, by the way, with him show up here, there's only like a few more villains show up in the show. Yeah, basically about 2 more. That being the boss and 2 other characters. Excuse me. Yep. But not much else to say about basically these 3 episodes. Aside from the fact they're really good. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. So I will discuss the remaining 5 episodes. Yes, because I have you 33 because there's a reason for it. I'll discuss these episodes tomorrow, along with the Tokuju Returns movie. Okay, next to you. Bye.